Have you ever noticed that your muscles don't feel as strong as they used to, even though you've been eating healthy, walking daily, and doing everything you were told to stay fit? You try to stay active, yet everyday tasks feel more tiring. Your legs tremble just a little when you stand up. Your arms fatigue after carrying groceries. You start to ask, is this normal aging? Or is something quietly draining your strength? The answer may lie not in what you're missing, but in what you're still eating without realizing the price you pay. Because yes, certain fruits, while praised for decades as healthy, may actually be undermining your muscle health and even shortening your life. Today we reveal 2 fruits seniors should avoid and 2 fruits that can help restore muscle strength, energy, and independence. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. Never eat these fruits. They weaken your muscles and may shorten your life. At first glance, grapes seem almost too innocent to question. They're tiny, colorful, easy to eat, and often presented as a guilt-free snack, even a healthy one. For many older adults, a bowl of grapes is a familiar comfort, something light after dinner, or something sweet without reaching for a cookie. But sometimes it's the smallest things that cause the greatest harm. And with grapes, that harm happens silently, day by day, handful by handful. 2. The danger lies not in their taste, but in their chemistry. Grapes are packed with fructose, a natural fruit sugar that's processed by the liver. In small amounts, your body can manage it, but grapes are dangerously easy to overeat. If you turn into a dozen, then into a full cup, flooding the liver with more fructose than it can handle efficiently, especially in an aging body. And when your liver gets overwhelmed, it begins converting that sugar into fat and uric acid. That's where the real problems begin. 3 uric acid doesn't simply vanish. It builds up in joints, in the knees, ankles, and toes, leading to subtle inflammation, stiffness, and a deep, aching discomfort that grows over time. You might feel it as a tightness in your calves or a soreness in your feet when you first stand up in the morning. You may even notice your legs feel heavier, your balance a little less certain, and your endurance fading faster than you remember. But rarely do we trace this discomfort back to something as innocent as grapes, and that's the danger, because their impact isn't sudden or dramatic. It's quiet, it's cumulative, it's woven into your everyday choices, disguised as something harmless, even virtuous. That is the price you pay for not questioning what seems too small to matter. 5. The truth is, grapes may also contribute to low-grade chronic inflammation throughout your body, and for seniors, especially those managing arthritis, circulation problems, or muscle weakness. That inflammation becomes a constant, invisible weight. It chips away at your ability to move freely, to recover quickly, and to feel strong in your own body. So the next time you pop a few grapes into your mouth without thinking, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, is this helping me stay strong or slowly wearing me down? Keep watching. The next fruit may be hiding in your kitchen right now. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to point number 2. You've probably heard it your whole life that bananas are one of the healthiest snacks you can eat. For decades, they've been praised as a muscle-loving food, high in potassium, gentle on digestion, and ideal for preventing cramps. It's likely you've even reached for one after a walk, thinking you were doing something good for your body. But what if that simple banana, so familiar and comforting, is no longer serving you the way it once did. As we age, our bodies change. The systems that once handled sugar and energy like a well-oiled machine now move slower, more carefully. Our metabolism slows, our insulin sensitivity declines, and our muscle tissue becomes more vulnerable to damage. This is where the truth about bananas becomes harder to swallow. Beneath their wholesome appearance lies a surge of natural sugars and rapidly absorbed carbohydrates that your aging body may no longer be equipped to handle. When a senior eats a banana, especially on its own, it causes a fast rise in blood glucose, followed by a crash. And this cycle, repeated over time, doesn't just leave you feeling tired. It wears down your blood vessels, starves your muscles of consistent fuel, and triggers internal inflammation that contributes to the breakdown of muscle fibers. You may start to feel weaker, less balanced, slower to recover after movement. You may chalk it up to aging, but the truth is, this is the price you pay for trusting a food that no longer suits your body's changing needs. There's also a more hidden cost. Bananas, in many cases, promote water retention and subtle swelling in the legs, especially in those with heart or kidney conditions. That tightness around your ankles, that unexpected ache in your calves after a short stroll, these aren't random. They're signs of a system under strain. Signs that your body is silently fighting against something it was never designed to tolerate in such volume at this stage of life. And what makes it worse? There are no sharp warnings, no flashing lights, just a growing sense of fatigue in your muscles, a quiet heaviness in your steps, and the slow fading of a strength you thought would always be there. So the next time you peel back that bright yellow skin, ask yourself, is this really helping me today? Or is it part of what's quietly holding me back? Because if something as trusted as a banana can weaken your legs and shorten your vitality, imagine what happens when you indulge in something even more acidic and far more deceptive. Pineapple is one of those fruits that brings back warm memories, summer gatherings, tropical vacations, maybe even moments of joy with your grandchildren. Its golden flesh, sweet aroma, and refreshing taste feel like a gift from nature. But for those of us in our 60s, 70s, and beyond, the truth beneath that sweetness is far more complicated and potentially dangerous. Pineapple contains an enzyme called bromelain, often praised for its anti-inflammatory effects. And while it may indeed offer some benefits for younger, more resilient bodies, the aging system processes it differently. In seniors, where digestion slows and tissues are more sensitive, bromelain can behave unpredictably, irritating the lining of the digestive tract, increasing fluid retention, and interacting with medications in subtle but harmful ways. Worse still, pineapple is loaded with natural acids and sugars. These acids, once neutralized easily by a youthful metabolism, now linger longer in the bloodstream, inflaming delicate joint linings and irritating muscle tissue. The result is not immediate, and that's what makes it dangerous. You may feel fine after eating it once, but over weeks, even months, your legs begin to tighten. The muscles around your knees ache more. Your feet feel heavier, stiffer, and you're not sure why. That's the price you pay for something that once felt harmless, or even healthy. A slice of pineapple here, a cup of pineapple chunks there, and slowly, silently, the body begins to resist. Circulation is affected, recovery after movement becomes slower, and that familiar freedom to walk, stand, bend, or garden begins to erode. Not because of old age, but because of choices made with the best of intentions. For those already managing arthritis or joint stiffness, pineapple can quietly become fuel to a smoldering fire. Its sugars spike your insulin, inflame your joints, and add pressure to a system already working overtime. And because pineapple doesn't feel heavy, in fact, it feels light and hydrating, it's easy to overeat, but the damage accumulates. And one day, standing up from a chair feels harder than it should. You blame aging, but the truth may lie on your plate. So before you reach for that juicy slice again, remember, not all healthy fruits are kind to an aging body. And sometimes the most vibrant ones are the most deceiving. Because if pineapple, so cheerful and bright, can quietly weaken your legs, wait until you uncover the truth about the tiniest fruit of them all, the one you can eat by the handful, and never think twice. Eat these fruits instead. They help restore strength and extend life. Not all fruits are your enemy. Some, when chosen with care, become powerful allies, restoring strength where it has faded, nourishing the body where it's been worn thin by years of stress, inflammation, and time. And among these, few are as quietly powerful as the blueberry. At first glance, it's easy to overlook. Small, modest, almost forgettable. But within that dark blue skin lies a rich world of nutrients designed to do one simple thing: help you heal from the inside out. Blueberries are one of nature's greatest gifts to aging muscles, especially for seniors striving to reclaim their energy, movement, and sense of freedom. What makes blueberries so remarkable isn't just that they're low in sugar, although they are. It's the deep concentration of anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that help combat the oxidative stress that accelerates muscle aging. Over time, every step you take, every ache in your joints, every muscle that tires too quickly, all are affected by the silent damage of free radicals in your system. Blueberries fight back, gently, consistently, and without side effects. These tiny fruits also support circulation. As we age, the tiny blood vessels that nourish our legs and arms can become weaker, more rigid, less able to deliver oxygen and nutrients efficiently. The result? Fatigue, slower recovery, that heavy leg feeling after even a short walk. But studies show that blueberries help restore vascular flexibility, improve blood flow, and reduce inflammation in muscle tissue. Over time, that means more energy, better balance, and a renewed sense of ease when you move. And perhaps most importantly, blueberries help protect your independence. When your muscles recover faster, your steps become steadier. You feel more confident getting up from a chair, reaching for something on the top shelf, or walking across a room without hesitation. These are small victories, yes, but they add up to something powerful: your freedom. It's a quiet transformation, one you won't feel overnight. But with a handful of blueberries each day, fresh or frozen, you begin to notice your mornings are a little easier, your legs a little lighter, and your spirit just a bit stronger. So, if you've spent years unknowingly feeding your decline with the wrong fruits, here is your invitation to turn the tide, to choose something different, to choose something healing. Among all the fruits that grace your kitchen table, avocado may be the most misunderstood and the most powerful. It's not sweet. It doesn't come in a bright color. You don't slice it into fruit salads or see it offered as dessert. But if you're over 60 and searching for strength, stability, and a return of energy you once thought lost, avocado might quietly become your greatest ally. What sets avocado apart is that it offers something most fruits do not: real restorative fuel. While sugary fruits can spike and crash your blood sugar, avocado is rich in healthy fats that provide sustained energy. This is crucial for older adults because aging muscles require more support, more cushioning, in more consistent nourishment to stay active and alert. These monounsaturated fats don't just help fuel your body, they actively reduce inflammation, one of the root causes of muscle stiffness and joint pain. Beyond its fat content, avocado is loaded with magnesium and potassium, two minerals that often decline with age. Magnesium is essential for proper muscle contraction and relaxation. Without it, muscles cramp, tighten, and fatigue easily. Potassium helps maintain electrolyte balance, prevents swelling, and supports a steady heartbeat, something especially important for those managing blood pressure or cardiac health. But perhaps even more vital than what's in the avocado is what it prevents. Because of its ability to stabilize blood sugar, avocado protects against the glucose spikes that damage blood vessels and muscle tissues over time. That means less strain on your legs, fewer energy crashes, and a smoother rhythm to your day. It helps you stay on your feet longer with more confidence and less discomfort. And the best part? Avocado is incredibly versatile. Whether you spread it on toast, blend it into a smoothie, or enjoy it by the spoonful with a touch of olive oil and salt, it delivers strength without heaviness, richness without regret. It nourishes without spiking. It heals without hurting. For many seniors, making the switch to avocado doesn't feel dramatic, but the results can be. They notice fewer aches in the afternoon. They recover faster after a long day out. They find that getting up from a chair doesn't require that deep, bracing breath anymore. These are the small signs of muscle health returning, and they matter more than most people realize. So if you've ever felt like your body is lagging behind your spirit, like you still have dreams but not the strength to chase them, remember, healing doesn't always come in medicine. Sometimes it comes in something as simple and nourishing as a piece of avocado. Sometimes the most powerful things in life come in the most unexpected packages. Kiwi, with its fuzzy exterior and tart green center, is rarely the first fruit we think of when it comes to strength and longevity. But for those of us walking through the later chapters of life, this little fruit holds something rare. A quiet ability to renew, restore, and rebalance a body that's been through decades of wear and tear. As we grow older, our bodies don't just need fuel, they need healing. The muscles we once relied on without thinking now need care. Recovery takes longer. Digestion becomes more sensitive. Energy, once steady, now fluctuates. That's where kiwi steps in, not as a miracle, but as a wise helper that understands the unique needs of aging. Kiwi is incredibly rich in vitamin C, far more than oranges, and without the harsh acidity that can irritate aging joints. Vitamin C is vital for collagen production, which supports healthy muscles, skin, tendons, and even the tissues that cushion our joints. When collagen breaks down, something that naturally happens with age, the body weakens at its foundation. Kiwi helps rebuild that foundation, one bite at a time. But the benefits go further. Kiwi also contains a natural enzyme called actinidin, which gently supports digestion. Why does that matter for muscles? Because if your body isn't digesting and absorbing nutrients properly, your muscles, no matter how well-intentioned your meals are, remain undernourished. Seniors often experience reduced nutrient absorption, and kiwi helps bridge that gap. It assists in making sure the protein you eat is actually broken down and delivered to the muscles that need it most. Kiwi is also surprisingly low in sugar, which means you can enjoy it without the spikes and crashes that wear your body down. Instead, it offers slow, sustained energy, allowing your muscles to stay active and your mind alert. That's no small gift when the goal is not just to live longer, but to live better. And perhaps what's most beautiful about kiwi is how unassuming it is. There's no bright label, no trendy superfood status. It doesn't demand attention, but inside, it holds exactly what your body has been asking for: the tools to repair, to digest, to strengthen. So the next time you reach for a piece of fruit, consider this. Sometimes the smallest choice becomes the turning point. And while kiwi helps restore your inner balance, these lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this.